I usually don't get like the full-on hoot.
You got
There's
that,
ow, yow.
got that call.
No, and I have to apologize. Laura indicated to me backstage that whatever is happening to my voice after the first day of the convention, it's offered it a resonant, rich bass, and so I'm not responsible for any feelings it might stir in the audience.
Yeah, it's just collateral damage from communicating.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not your intent.
No. Now, in what way may I be of assistance to you, Mr. Straub?
Steal myself.
Yes.
Are you ready to do this again?
Yes. I am absolutely ready to do this again. I have no other choice.
You find yourself in what seems to be a small cubic room. Looks like a medical laboratory almost.
Clean?
Not so clean. No, it's actually very clean except for a.
Except for me.
Yeah, you're the dirty one. Except it's clean save for a column, a metal column that is about 3 feet in diameter, rising out of the floor. Then at about waist height, condensing. You remember in Tron, the master control program, and how he spun around and he was like a big face?
Do I remember?
But he's like,
Tron.
but the shape of this thing.
That's hurtful.
Apologize.
Yes, no, yeah, exactly. So we're talking about a cylinder.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a spindle.
But it's got a spindle, and then there
absolutely.
is not a disk drive because it's too thin, it's too small.
Yeah.
But just
Some
a
kind of aperture?
Little aperture in the center there. In front of that aperture is the mess component. Are possibly thousands of Post-its in a heap.
In a heap, they aren't applied to the
No,
cylinder.
no,
Maybe the
they-
cylinder resists Post-it notes.
Yeah.
That's
That's the technology.
Already, this game is off the hook.
We're going to go some strange places. Some interesting ideas for investors.
It's sponsored by 3M.
No, sponsored by 4M.
Oh shit!
Because they got it locked in.
Oh.
See, I was worried.
It was right on here.
We don't even need a game. I'm gonna throw this away. We're just gonna do this.
So there's like a nest, like a rat's
of-
nest of.
Yeah, and it's clear, like from their coefficient of friction, that they lead up to the center of this dais or whatever it is.
Jesus. Okay, no. Am I looking around? Like, am I seated? I'm seated on a chair.
You are on the floor having been knocked over from a chair, from seated.
Oh, really?
And as you stand up and perceive this, and this lab space with its, work height tables, various implements and tools, beakers even, flasks, and some like filing cabinets in one corner.
Any mirrors?
There are no mirrors. In fact, the only windows in the room, save for this one door, which seems strangely heavy to be like an examination room.
It's
It's a big door. It's like
It's
a submarine
a
door.
combination lab jail.
Yeah. They did it. More innovation. That's what I'm talking about.
5M.
Save for that huge door, there are like portals on each wall, just 3. And what looks like on where you're standing, it just looks like there's more of wall behind it. That may be a corridor.
Do I get the sense at all that this is looking just into a parallel box like this? I try to lean around slightly on the edge and see if I can see the edge of another spindle or.
You come around as you stand. You look through the porthole, and you're seeing what it looks like a hallway.
Okay, all
Like
right.
you're seeing a corner, and it peels off that way.
Strangely comforting.
You also see a dead man in the room, also having fallen off the chair.
I would have
Apparently.
started there, and then we could have riffed on Post-it notes, at our leisure. after that point.
I thought about putting him under the notes. No. What a surprise. He appears to be the technician, and he looks like, I mean, I imagine you approach. You would love to see if he's actually dead or not.
I'm curious about this corpse, yes?
Just napping, maybe.
Yeah. My co-conspirator here.
You see that he's dead, but he is also, you look at his clothing and his skin. Clearly he's older than you.
Which takes some doing.
Yeah, in these places. In a lab like this, with its many hazards. You see that his clothing is almost, it's not pilling, but you know when you run something through the dryer and just the weave of it starts to, it just loses that thread count.
Yeah, exactly. It starts to become less than itself.
Yeah, and it seems almost like you know what a lab coat should feel like, and this is almost like it's a jersey.
Wow.
And it's actually similar for, you know,
The skin?
it's not as pliable as that, but like it's dry and like there's a dessiccatedness to it. Not super dramatically, but it makes him appear, I mean, not just recently dead.
Yeah.
But it is a strange look. It is a peculiar thing you take notice of.
Configuration.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna circle it warily, just looking for any signs like a tag, any kind of equipment that he might have been, you know, trying to manipulate the spindle with, or anything of this kind.
You find an access card in one of the pockets. When you pull it from the pocket at the seams actually does come mostly out, and you just can reach in. He also had a wadded up tissue paper in there, so that's not important.
Okay, but it's just
It's
for
in the
you.
pocket.
Maybe he had a cold. I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost as if the clothes are, you caught the clothes partway to becoming lint, I guess, is what's happening.
In that precious liminal state.
Yes. No one's ever observed this before.
Yeah, it's me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you know, it feels great. So I just flip the card over. Is it nondescript?
The card
It's just got the strip on the back.
it only has a strip on the back, but it does bear the logo and the name of the company, Applied Conceptual Solutions. And you remember that you agreed to take part in this experiment for the nominal sum of $5. They said it would be, you know, an
Well,
hour's
quick.
work.
Quick,
Yeah.
right?
Grab that 5. It's in the part of town where the restaurant you want to go to is.
Oh, it's buy it.
Yeah,
So
you
I
get that.
I can go to the KBBQ
Swing
spot.
by, grab that
Exactly.
fiver.
Get the bunch on.
Yeah.
Get set up.
It made sense
Head
to
over
you
here,
now.
$5.
Right.
It's like basically this medical experiment is like a coupon for the Korean barbecue place.
Yes.
Okay.
And they knew it too. They set up next to it specifically for that reason.
How deep does this rabbit hole go? All right.
Well,
So
I mean, it's supposed to be an hour long. You still have hope that there's $5 coming.
yeah, exactly right. So I am. I snatch up this card. In terms of the visage, what kind of an expression does this
Oh, it
now object have?
this technician, it's a calm one. I mean, he was almost, you would assume he was mid
Hey, we don't know this guy.
whatever he was doing. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like one of fright or
Yeah.
anything like that.
I don't get the sense that like he was like, oh no, the spindle or something like that.
Yeah, if it looks as though he just was in his chair and then pitched over. He wasn't like running toward or doing something important. It doesn't seem like.
Just fell over as much as I did. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. So I'm gonna pocket this card for now, and I'm gonna start taking a few of these Post-it notes off of the device, or off of the heap.
You notice that the topmost Post-it notes all have sort of just a scribble on them, just like a line. And that's all they are on the top. As you go a little deeper, you're seeing ones that are like, hello,
Oh,
hi,
no.
hello. anyone? Question mark, question mark.
Oh no, it's a mode of communication. This feels like a mode of communication over time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's horrible. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper.
They increase in their coherence, but as you get deeper, they too seem to have this fibrous, like,
Oh, the older messages have the same deterioration.
yeah, toward the bottom, you can even see, like just at the perimeter, you don't
just-
have to go all the way down, but like it's almost just dust at this point. There, and whatever attempt to have written something on them, the ink, it's almost as though it has completely bled into it, rendering it unreadable.
No.
But there was a lot more writing. You get the
And the recent,
idea.
right, and the recent writing, like the more recent, this is not an indication of a person's progress toward a solution. It's actually a dissolution of capability from the oldest to
Right.
the newest.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this part of it?
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
What am I doing to you?
Oh, swap it out. So much.
It's just going to be here now.
Yeah, like we all know what that is.
No, it is.
It's a vape rig.
It's like when you, it's like I just put like a pistol on the table.
And I put a sign that says, don't.
Yeah. No, shoot.
Toward the bottom, or like maybe 3/4 of the way in, because I imagine this
Powder.
is maybe
Yeah.
the most interesting thing in the space. It's almost like there were like deeper attempts. You see like numbers potentially, other like addresses maybe,
I hate this.
and
I hate that so much.
Yes, you do.
That actually hurts real life, Jerry.
as you're down there, you feel like a brief sensation, like none other you've experienced. But it's almost like it's like a pressure wave, like when you stand right next to a very loud, big speaker.
Yeah. There's a tactile sensation of the movement.
Yeah, and then there's none of the noise associated with it. It's just that impression of pressure, and then a Post-it slides out of that
No.
slot
Okay, oh no.
with another slash on it, a little scratch.
I'm gonna grab one of the ones that says hello, and I'm gonna take that and put it in the slot.
Okay. So you grab one that says hello.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a pen, so the only way I can communicate is with this increasingly maddened pile of pre-written. This is like when Messenger suggests what you're gonna say next. The conversation
so
is gonna.
bad.
The conversation is necessarily going to be limited, but if we can do something.
Yeah. I mean, you have no pen yet, but
Oh,
ooh, wait for the third act. When a pen arrives.
No, there's a pen on the mantelpiece.
I should have started with. Okay. It goes through, and
Like, is there a pneumatic sound? Is it like those awesome things that used to be at the bank where you put them in and it goes, thump?
you can tell that there is a pressure, like a
To
differential.
snatch it?
Just that if you have the courage to just listen slightly, you can hear air movement. But once it is inside and pushed in as far as it will go, it recedes. It's gone into this thing.
All right.
And a moment later, you get a pressure wave sensation, much diminished this time. And this is a fresh note that says, hello, exclamation point, question mark, question mark.
Ugh.
And it has been, you could tell it has been hurriedly, like a dollar bill that won't go into the,
Oh no,
machine.
tuck,
It was
tuck,
like
tuck.
go
Oh,
through.
it's already dog-eared.
A little tiny bit. I should add though that this aperture is, you get the impression that the space is maybe like 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters by like 1 millimeter. It's so
Nothing
small.
else could fit in here.
Almost nothing else
The
can
only
get
thing
in
that
there.
could fit in here is one of the incredible products from our sponsor, 3M.
Yes. Because they knew. I hate to tell you this, but I'm here representing Dennis and labels, so we're gonna have a problem.
Ah, fuck. All right.
Yes, it comes through hello.
Yeah, well, and agitated, and all right. Well, I mean, I think I've seen enough. I go out to one of the holes and I say, I don't even need the $5. This is plenty. Hopefully you got what you needed.
There's
I'm gonna go home.
having approached the porthole, there is now from this angle, you can see down the other side of the hallway. There's just the edge of like the bottom of a shoe and a closed leg, pant leg.
I see one out there.
Yeah, you can just make it out at the edge there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'll give you $5. You're gonna end up making money on this if you think about it.
You can bring 2 guys in next time. Yeah, no, nobody gives you $5.
But also, you know, I keep my $5, so I mean, I'm even. But I'm saying, like, I don't even see a shuffle. There's no movement.
None whatsoever.
I say, there's a dead person in here. And so if that's not, if that's part of the thing, then that's weird. But if it's not part of the thing, I feel like you should come and take him out.
You
and his clothes are fucked up. And his skin.
It's like his mom's gonna be mad.
Yeah. And his
do this.
dermatologist. It's gonna be a huge issue. CeraVe, our other sponsor.
Yeah.
If only there was some way for us to moisten this corpse.
That would be the solution. Revitalized. He's back to life. Let me open this for you.
Scratch the word dry on his skin.
You hear, or you feel that pressure wave again slightly, and the post-it now says, how long?
Fuck. Okay, I need some way to write on these. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to. I have to really hardcore rummage through this, the technician's equipment, like his clothing, his genitals. I got to make sure I'm getting full access.
Because what if?
I got to go to work.
Yeah.
I don't know where they keep pens here.
What if it was? See, this is the problem with this game, is because I'm just gonna want to make jokes about it. Like,
You should.
what if somebody got trapped in a space like this and assumed it was a saw trap, but it wasn't at all?
No.
So it's like I cut the guy open, there's nothing in here, I did all this stuff,
Yeah.
I cut my own arms off,
No,
and then the guy opens
and they
the door.
just take you to jail.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, we were late for the interview.
Oh God! Ah!
Oh, this was an interview.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, I've cracked the rib cage open.
You're right. I do have my resume still, though.
Yeah, it's
so.
and obviously I'm dedicated.
Yeah. Weaknesses.
Willing to get my hands dirty. You know what I'm talking about?
They didn't put in the quit when they made me, so that's I don't know if that's a negative or positive. Where were we?
Oh no, I'm at the point where.
Oh, that's right. You're looking through his.
Yeah, because it seems like these messages are coming in fast.
Yeah, and you readily like in like off to the side under him. There is a pen. There's a pen, and it's.
Is it an ACS?
Is it a? It's a Pilot G2 .07 millimeter. It's one of the finest pens on the market. You can even see how much you have left. That's how you know it's good.
Oh, that's exquisite.
Right down to this orange plug that indicates cessation of ink. Why was that the word?
I don't know. We had a good time. So I have this pen, and I nervously.
Oh, and additionally,
Yeah.
near like on his desk, among papers that similarly are.
Yeah, this place is disintegrating.
Yeah, there are Post-its where that there's a significant parcel of them, so you're not worried about running out.
I got a good supply.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got what you need.
Exactly. So I'm gonna grab that pen. I'm gonna nervously click it a couple times, and I'm gonna grab one of these notes and say, "I just woke up."
You send it through.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that comes back says, "Me, no idea. Me, comma, no idea.
My face went, no idea.
Yeah.
I say, I am Jerry Holkins. This was not worth $5.
Could you roll your D6?
I can.
Go ahead.
But you know that I do lack skill in this
It's okay.
arena.
Well, I may also. Let's find out. Go ahead.
Roll it inside the thing, all right?
Yeah.
Would it surprise you to learn? I have one trick. I have a 1. Just in case the cheering didn't indicate that.
Yeah. The message goes through, and it comes back now saying, too many words.
Oh,
And then through again, another one. How long?
oh no, oh God. Are they trapped in something? Are they at some other point in the sequence? How long? I'm gonna say 12 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, 12 minutes goes through, and when it comes back, it says, lucky.
I'm just gonna write the word yeah. With a period, this person needs comfort. And I push it through. And then I'm gonna put an arrow up. I'm gonna see if symbols can get through the parser.
Oh,
An up arrow, and then beneath it, I'm gonna write Jerry Holkins.
Okay. It comes through, and there it's an arrow up and Jerry Holkins, but it's been rewritten. No, not this early in the game. I couldn't have done it this early in the game. A message comes through again. It says, tried same thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna write, are you okay?
I may have to roll for myself on that one. You don't have to for that. Better now.
Yeah. I'm gonna write good conversation. Yeah.
It goes through, and there for a time, there's nothing, and then a message comes through. Yours still alive? Yours.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I say no. And then I push the message through, and then I'm gonna go over to these portals, and I'm gonna start reaching through them with my arm and trying to reach.
Oh, like if there's anything you can get at.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to see if there's anything I can cat's paw in here.
Oh no,
Any objects or tools.
Oh no, your hand encounters glass right away. Like
Oh,
God.
God.
it's got a concave
Bubble type.
bubble on it. Yeah.
Fuck. I'm just gonna write fuck on a note and put it through.
Another note comes through saying, some experiment.
Yeah. I'm gonna write $5 question mark exclamation point question mark and put it through, and then I'm gonna send another one through immediately after, and I'm just gonna say, what do you know?
There you hear it's a different kind of a pulse this time. You sense it. And you recognize that it's now that you're feeling it, it's almost though it's been building up this entire time.
Oh, it's like a pressure build.
Yeah.
Each of those previous ones.
Yeah, and a message comes through and says, Degauss.
Okay. Degauss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I'm gonna start reaching around the cylinder itself.
Yeah.
I want to have, because it appears smooth and featureless.
Yeah, but
I want to know, like, lover intimate level of knowledge
oh yeah, you're
of this thing. Like, I
what you
want to
did
find
to the body, you're now applying.
exactly directly, and I'm already an expert. So
When all you got is a hammer.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to know everything. If there's a seam of some kind, I want to try to find like the hidden button, maybe at the very bottom of the spindle, maybe at the top. I want to gently cup the spindle, right?
That does it.
This is the content people came for.
What else? Tell me slower.
Too many words.
No, beyond, so beneath the post-its, once you pull them away from the cylinder, you do see that there is a single recessed button in there, and the placard above it, which has degraded. Though it being metal,
Yeah.
it seems like it's not doing too hot.
Well, no, I mean this is. I mean the implication here is that I have been sending these messages to this room long before I ever even got here.
Yeah, the placard on it says "Do not degauss during knot manipulation."
Which not in, is it KNOT or
Yes.
NOT? Okay.
No, KNOT. And another message comes down. Time loop. It's the 2 words.
Yeah.
And that pressure sensation is very strong now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, it's building up here. So I'm going to write a note, and I'm just going to say not manipulation.
Note comes back. Degauss first.
Okay, I'm going to hit it.
Okay. You hit it, and yeah, that sensation is
Okay,
relieved.
so that pressure is building the whole time, and it just has to be maintained every now and then and tamped down. So do I feel like physically better after I release this?
Yes, you do. It now seems like there's much less of that sensation. Another note comes through saying, "Thought I'd tried everything." This message is very frayed, though, as it has come through.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a challenge for me also.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to figure out how to describe
Well,
this.
well, here exactly. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I'm happy to fill the rest of the space, and I'm just going to write on a note. I'm going to say, "We got this," and feed that through.
It comes back, thought psychological. Another one comes through. Isn't.
Just one word.
Yeah, isn't. Then how old are you?
I'm gonna write on a note rude, and send it back. And I say, "How fat are you?" And I'm just gonna put that message in.
A new one comes through. Cretinous hominid.
I'm gonna write back.
Another one comes through. Fuck you.
All right. Okay. Now that's some much needed levity. I'm just gonna write on a note and say, "Let pressure build." And then I'm gonna put that through and then say, "Just a thought." Because if the issue is we're constantly resetting this because it's creating this sensation and it's unpleasant, are we actually keeping ourselves here by by constantly degaussing it?
Right.
Which seems like a psychological test, although my interlocutor doesn't believe that it is psychological.
The message comes through no, underlined a number of times, and that shortens loop.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the loops are happening. All we can do is change how tight the wave is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck. All right, now I'm in. I am at this point. I'm in full puzzle room mode. I'm turning chairs over and shit.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm dragging him around. I'm like, is there something on his fucking back? You know what I mean?
Is he it?
Yeah,
Do I
man.
push him through
like,
the
yeah,
whole thing?
exactly. I'm gonna write a note that says "Why technician," and put the note in.
It comes back. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Anyway, yeah. Do I find anything like? His ass. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
You
question.
finally found it. Now we're getting somewhere.
An identical spindle
Yeah.
rises up.
Yeah. Oh. No. It's getting lurid. I am like I'm gonna. I have to like. I'm getting his like coat and stuff off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure. Nothing is now that nothing is off the table, and I don't even think I'm being technically observed. We're in a no crime zone.
I guess
this
so.
This is the same context that is created by White Claws, where there is a point in the consumption. You may not know this. There is a point in the linear consumption of White Claws where the law itself is suspended.
Yeah. And you can't be stopped. They'll see the wake of empty White Claw cans behind you as you race down the street.
Oh,
They'll
exactly.
say, well, that's it.
They're like, yeah, well, I'm not.
He's got passed.
I'm not getting anywhere near that. The law has been suspended for that, man. It's the purge, but localized.
You had asked about the technician.
Yeah,
You had
why-
received back, doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly, and that's fine. Fair enough.
and
He would
then-
know better than me.
And then a message says, yeah, it doesn't matter. And then another one comes through saying, lucky for me. And there is a drawing of
A drawing.
like a little rudimentary,
A rutabaga.
rutabaga. No, a little rudimentary looking, like a chicken leg drawing. And then a little frowny face next to it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm just right. Wow. And put that through. And I say, just 8K BBQ.
Fuck you.
No, I'm just gonna write. I'm just gonna pork belly. I'm just gonna start going through turnip kimchi.
Too soon. So now you've opened everything that can be opened.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Person, place, and thing.
Yeah.
And you,
It's useless.
yeah, the documentation, like anything that looked like it held files, the paper inside is dust. There's nothing there.
Too much time has passed in this chamber for physical objects to endure, except for this leathery, catcher's mitt of a person.
Yeah, as you are, sifting, like just close it, wastes your time.
Yeah.
You get another message through that says, not tied too long.
Yeah. And I'm gonna write what is not. Or just not question mark. That's faster. He can apparently get through 4 words, but he's been doing it longer than me.
Well, I should mention, since you're now noticing this, yeah, the longer, even his 4-word ones, and even this little sad chicken message.
Yeah.
It seems degraded.
Yeah. Yeah. He is.
But
He is.
single
He is.
concepts get through.
He is locked in a different point of time.
Yeah. Yes. So you had asked, what's the knot? right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna see what I can extract from this, because we know that the knot is connected. It's like while the knot is being shifted, we're not supposed to degauss. We have to degauss to sort of maintain the loop.
Yeah, you.
Thresholds. I mean, I understand basic stuff about it, but while I'm waiting for the message, I'm like, again, puzzle room. I'm like taking the box, like the filing cabinet. I'm just like scooting it away, like knocking it over. I'm just trying to find out anything. It's like I flip the chair over. Do I get a car? Like,
No, not this time.
ah,
Not even a coupon.
come on.
Another card comes through. Another note card comes through. It says, "Degauss soon. Space-time shit." Then another, and each time the pressure wave
Yeah.
occurs to you. And now that you've experienced it once, you feel that you're at a space where you were before with that,
No, exactly.
that
So
sensation.
it's the communication that creates the pressure, and so each message is creating this, and it's probably having to manage the synchronicity of these two different times. So that's why we have to degauss it. I'm sorry, Chris. It took me a long time.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to degauss my room,
Yes.
and then in the manner of the iPhone, because I only have one button, I'm actually going to hold the degauss button down
Ooh,
for 60 seconds.
interesting. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because again, I only have one modality.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt different thresholds of interaction, but I am not going to tell my interlocutor this,
Okay.
because he seems like he's in a bad state, and I don't think that he believes it can be modified. I think that he is deeply demoralized at this point, and so I still have some energy from that broccoli thing that they have in the banchan, and so I'm going to put that energy to work. I am going to experiment with multiple distinct thresholds of presses. So the first one is going to be a full 60 seconds, because that's a comically long amount of time for this sort of thing. But essentially, I'm going to try to discover and find the failsafe,
Right.
because there has to be some way to do it. There has to be some way to interact with this for the technician, if not the person being experimented on.
Right. So you hold it down for the full 60 seconds. Can you give me another dice roll?
Mm-hmm. The 3.
I also got a 3.
Ooh, that seems good.
That actually does seem
Oh
good.
no,
doesn't it?
Chris, are these connected?
I don't know what you're talking about. It'd be funny if they weren't. This is all BS. It just makes me look smart.
I love the idea.
So when you've pressed in the button for 60 seconds, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The second you lift off, a note comes through that says, "Fucker, don't hold down."
That's why I didn't ask him. It's better to, I say,
And then I can't. Comes through.
yeah. I'm gonna write 2 notes. And I'm going to, the first one is gonna say, better to ask forgiveness. I don't even need the second note. I know the rest of the phrase.
Yeah, you would need to.
Okay, now I'm gonna, if holds are not the issue, and it seems like holds would actually materially affect in a negative way the experiment, now I am going to begin using it in the manner of a Morse code, where I'm actually going to try discrete sequences of presses.
Oh,
and
for
so
the
I
degauss?
I sit by the button, and I grab a tall stack of Post-it notes, and I'm going to try to catalog any results from any of these interactions. And so I'm essentially going to try to create a kind of alphabet of interactions. So it's going to start with a single press, because the degauss typically had to be like a hold. It was
It's
a
a
press.
reasonable length, yeah.
Exactly. And so now I'm going to create a kind of lexicon based around button presses in an attempt to find like on the soda machine, in an attempt to find the
Like the master
the non
admin code.
the non-user serviceable parts of this, like when the time spindle technician comes in every 2 weeks to do their maintenance.
Yeah. How does he get it back to zero?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a brute force thing, but it sounds like I have a long time.
So you're,
I'm trying to manufacture a true lexicon of inputs, and I am writing them down, and I'm giving them, I'm going to start with letters, and then I'm going to move into numbers, and then I'm going to invent the emoji, and I'm going to try to create, essentially, these are just for my use so that I can write sequences down
Okay.
and know that I have used certain ones.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'll get fucked up.
So
This is more rigor in this pretend game than I have applied to anything in my life.
well, this is life and death. For your character.
Well, yeah, or apparently I just stay in the fucking box forever.
You are starting to do more through there.
Yeah.
And
I'm just trying to find the symbols.
yeah, you are experiencing, number one, you're so focused that you're doing this that you don't notice any sensation in your body as it may be changing. But when a note is able to come through, it says, don't abuse Degauss. Another one comes through again, shortens loop. And now reading this message, you are aware of the inverse of what you had been experiencing. It's almost as though before it was a strange high pressure, like a compression sensation. Now there is an absence.
A sense of volume.
Yeah, and it's not oxygen related, as far as you know. It's not actually the volume of the room, but it is just an awareness that this area, this region,
We know exactly.
doesn't feel right to
No,
you.
exactly. Well, it doesn't comport. The size doesn't comport with the sensation of it.
Yeah. Another message comes through saying, my tool broke.
I write a message, tool? Question mark. And then I put another note in that says, love them.
Shut up. That should be free to go through that should just be assumed. That doesn't consume any data.
No.
There's no rollover.
It's already known on each side.
Shut up. You don't have one?
I said, what is it?
He writes back, flat metal bar. Then another
Oh, that's right, I have my card. I got so obsessed with talking to myself that I forgot my access card.
It's flat metal bar comes through, and then another one comes after saying, broke it first thing.
Oh, I say, do you mean card?
It comes through, card doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
And then underneath it says, card doesn't work, quandle bar.
Quandle?
And then another one comes through, bullshit, I know.
Quandle. It's a flat metal bar. So the card does nothing. Can I put the card in the slot?
You put the card in the slot, and it does actually do nothing. It was accurate. Oh, you're saying you put the access card in?
Yeah.
It is too wide.
Oh, it's
won't go
so small.
Yeah,
right?
it won't go through.
Okay, God, so now I need to look everywhere for this card. I mean, or this tool, the Quandle bar.
The fabled.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna write Quandle, question mark, Jesus.
It comes back, more not shit.
Yeah. So yeah, while I'm waiting for these messages to come around, I'm just gonna write back. I didn't have one. Yeah, I would.
And he says, or it comes back, mine atop dais.
Oh.
Or like mine was atop dais.
Yeah, exactly. So and I have the.
You're looking at the top of it. You have not you've turned over most of the room.
Oh yeah, and I've also become amorous
with
the spindle
with this
itself.
cylinder.
We're married in several states, just on account of our intimacy. Common law with the cyber spindle. I'm saying I am touch.
Right. You should. If there was a quandle
If
bar,
there
you'd
was a
have fucking
fucking
found it.
listen, if there was a fucking quandle bar on this thing,
Will you roll for me?
yeah, I'm gonna activate the quandle. Well, that's there again. I can't stress this enough. They're not clapping for a 6.
Gosh, this is kind of a sticky position here.
Yeah, wouldn't it? It's a sticky wicket. So, I mean, he had one. For him, it was part of the test. Now he's had to devour this man, or some part of the man. No quandle bar. God, I wonder if I can make a quandle bar.
So if you've, I forget if you've indicated that you couldn't find or you don't have it.
Yeah, I did say
okay,
I didn't have one. Because I gotta start quandling soon.
Yeah, it comes back. Need it to untie knot.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And the second
that
one
sounds
comes
good.
through saying, or at least push away.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the knot is this. This is their term, or this is my term for the time issue that we're both simultaneously experiencing at different points.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a quandle bar to fix it. And I know this at some point in the future, but I broke it right away. And so then I had to live there for an interminable period of time.
Another message comes through and says, under Post-its, question mark?
And I'll just write shit. And then I'll slide that through. And then, yeah, I mean, I thought that I had gotten down to the dust.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Because it is just dust.
But no, but it's a big pile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really
You sift it.
assess this shit.
You find a
Quandle bar.
You find a premium quandle bar.
Oh,
A quandle bar +2.
wow.
Quandling.
Yeah, a bar of quandling, I think is the way that it would be rendered.
So this thing is it is a piece of metal that, unlike the metal cabinetry and stuff like that, which in this room seems like there's some abrasion.
The anodization and so
Right.
forth is starting to peel. This seems like it's endured.
It's made of the same metal that the dais is and the device is, and
Yeah.
it is about a little less than 3 centimeters wide, and a good maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet long.
Oh God, so this is the optimal device for doing quandle maintenance. I'm gonna write a message to myself that says, found bar of quandling.
It comes back, dork.
I say, I write another message, say, broke it. Exclamation point. And then I write another message that says, V fragile.
Hold on a second, let me see. He says, no, you didn't. Fuck off.
I say, accidentally ate bar. And I pop it through. And then I'm just
Then
gonna draw a little shrugging person.
He sends through, wish I could, palate cleanser.
Yeah, exactly. And I say, bar in slot.
He writes back, yes, halfway.
Okay. I was gonna say this. Maybe that's how he ended up breaking it on his side. I'm
Yeah.
glad he can even fit messages through it. If he was fucking around with his quandle, that's on him.
Right.
Okay, so it's basically like a magical tongue depressor
Yeah.
made out of an undying steel,
I think so.
molybdenum.
That's accurate.
Exactly. And I mean, do I get the sense that it is fragile?
It itself is not fragile, but you can see that on one end of it, it looks like there's a tine where a handle would have gone.
Oh, okay. So that's the wood,
Yeah.
which has been completely obliterated.
You do not have, well, I mean, if it was here, it would have been obliterated.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, but the tine itself is also, looks like it has snapped, which leads you to think it was on his side, and he didn't know what it was.
I have his.
You have his.
Oh. So, if we get this thing synced up, I will put this through halfway, and he will have part of it, and I will have the other side.
Right.
Okay, well here, then now is a time to I say, gonna degauss, then try.
He responds, yes. Can't untie knot with one. Maybe move.
Yeah.
Elsewhere.
Exactly. I was going to say, and I'll just write a note that says displace. Displace not.
It says, not must exist,
Oh, it just
but
it
just not here.
exactly. So they've just trapped it.
Yes.
Whatever this phenomenon is, they did not make it, or if they did make it, it's not something that we can. It's not something we can stop now.
No,
it exists.
They're abusing it in their reality for some purpose.
Yeah, for some purpose.
Right.
And essentially, I'm just the externality, like I'm just the exhaust of their process.
Right.
And so we can shift it.
If you move it off the string someplace else.
Because we only have one of the device. If we had two, we could.
You might be able to, I don't know how you do
Yeah,
it
well,
in extra dimensions, but.
well, no, I was just going to say, I mean, essentially, if we had to, my suspicion is it would be like adjusting the bunny ears
Yeah.
on a set. We'd be able to get that show in. Mwah.
Right.
All right.
This is more about making the bad TV your neighbor's problem.
Yes, exactly. This is more like stealing cable. Yeah. So I am going to write a note that says, here we go.
Okay.
And I'm going to like slide, and I'm not going to push the sharp part through on that side.
Right.
I'm just going to take it, hold it firmly, because it's long enough, unlike the notes.
No, it's
long
very
enough to push through and actually hold on this side. So I give it a quick degauss.
Yeah, and it goes through, I know you're still holding it, but
Yeah.
it has gone halfway through, and you feel the sensation of another handle.
Yeah.
And as you hold it in one place, you feel the sensation of the bar being turned.
It's like dowsing or something, right?
Various directions within this tiny space, and then being pulled toward and away, and you get the sensation.
It's almost like a saw team.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And that you get the impression that as you're manipulating it, you're moving toward these high pressure, this high sensation.
Okay, so it's continued. So it's actually building fast. Oh, of course, because basically what's happening is while the device is through, it has to maintain it not just for individual messages. That pressure is going to build until our heads explode, basically.
Right, and you occasionally in this process roll the d6 for me.
Bajow!
What you got?
3.
Okay.
That's what I get. I get 3s and 1s.
All day.
Yeah.
As you're feeling it, like sometimes you'll feel a tug,
Yeah, it's
which indicates to you move it this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and so you get to the point where even the awareness of this strange, this differential, this pressure, this sensation, it's not too low, it's not too high, it's beginning to normalize itself. And as you continue.
Really? It's starting to come down.
Yeah, it's starting to come down to the point where like it's off axis, right? It's not about how much is there, you're now moving in this direction.
It's like a theremin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the only sign that you have that you've successfully managed to offload this knot to some other reality is that there is a crisp breaking sound, and you pull the bar back, and it is cleanly cut in half.
Oh, so they're completely parted.
Right, and this time loop becomes someone else's problem.
And I get my $5.
And maybe you get your $5. Jerry.
Yes.
Ready to do this again?
I hope so. They don't have any choice.
Jerry Holkins, everybody. Thank you for joining.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Joy. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I mean, the only challenge that we had with this one was that we ended up spending too much time writing the 3rd episode of this show about halfway through this one.
Yeah.
But would it be possible to hear it for Dungeon Master Kris Straub?
Whew. Whew. Scary. Scary. Delighted to do it.
Thanks, pal. I had a blast.
No, same.
You wrote you did a bunch of diagrams and stuff that I never even got to see?
Well, they were for me.
Oh.
Like, the problem was that, like, we didn't have this until...
Well, here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have cameras here, right? Look at this.
Uh,
you did a bunch of crazy shit in here, man.
No, like this game didn't exist until like yesterday or previous on a plane.
Oh, that's right. You were frantically typing.
Because there's a bunch of reasons for it, but like for me to build this stuff puts me in the mode of the space, right? Like I need to see that to realize it.
Oh, look, here's the tool.
Yeah.
Here's the tool.
It's a classic bar.
Oh, man. Oh, and here's our spindle. Okay. And we got some, oh, God, you have the whole room.
Yeah, that's the whole room. And then, because I need to be able to I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm very visual.
Okay, and then look at this. Oh, wow.
What's that one?
That's the picture.
Oh, right. And then there's the strata of your decline.
Oh, Degauss box. So you wrote a couple of the notes down.
Yeah.
Documentation on the 3-ring metal plates. I love it. Well, hey, listen. I've got incredible news for everybody. PAX Unplugged 2022 continues now, even as we speak.
You could even do more.
Enjoy the show, and we'll see you next time.
Blessed event.